Hello students, let us move to the next part of this lesson. See what happens next. Oh dear, exclaimed Papa Pano. If only they had come here. I would have given them my bed and I could have covered the baby with my patchwork quilt to keep him warm. Here quilt means a bed covering consists of two layers stitched together with insulation between. He read on about the wise men who had come to see the baby Jesus, bringing him splendid. Splendid means what? Very nice, magnificent gifts. Papa Pano's face fell. I have no gift that I could give him, he thought sadly, because he had no such special gift in his collection. Then his face brightened. Sudden flash came to his mind. He put down the Bible, got up and stretched his long arms to the shelf high up in his little room. He took down a small dusty box and opened it. Inside was a perfect pair of tiny leather shoes. See students, marginal questions. Why is the small box dusty? Because if you don't use certain thing for a long time, the dust settles on the upper part of that and covers outside, and that's why here explained as the intention of the author is the box has not been used for many months or days. That means he didn't open that. Papa Pano smiled with satisfaction. He became happy now. Yes, they were as good as he had remembered, the best shoes he had ever made. I should give him those, he decided as he gently put them away and sat down again. He was feeling tired now. The further he read, the sleepier he became. Means as he continued to read, he became sleepy. He could not read the lines properly. The print began to dance before his eyes so that he closed them. Because students, when we are regularly reading, if you are tired of sleeping, that means what happens, we could not read. We can't concentrate upon reading. That it happened so in the case of Papa Pano. And as he slept, he dreamed. He dreamed that someone was in his room, and he knew at once, as one does in dreams, who the person was. It was Jesus. That means in his dream, Jesus came in his dream. You have been wishing that you could see me, Papa Pano said kindly. Then look for me tomorrow. It will be Christmas Day and I will visit you. But look carefully, for I shall not tell you who I am. When at last Papa Pano when he woke up, the bells were ringing out and a thin light was filtering. Filtering means it was coming through the shutters. Bless my soul, said Papa Pano. It's Christmas Day. He stood up and stretched himself, for he was rather stiff. That means he could not bend. In old age, these problems naturally occur. Then his face filled with happiness as he remembered his dream. This would be a very special Christmas after all, for Jesus was coming to visit him. How would he look? Would he be a little boy, as at that first Christmas? Would he be a grown-up man, a carpenter, or the great king that he is, God's son? He must watch carefully the whole day through so that he recognized him however he came. That means next day his work was to see in whose form, in which personality the God is going to appear before him. See some marginal questions again. What thoughts did Papa Pano have before he fell asleep? Means before he fell asleep, he was thinking that he was feeling tired. He did not have something or special to give Jesus Christ. Were they related to his dream? Actually, yes, they were related to his dream. Did Papa Pano believe in his dream? Just if we see now the part of the story, middle part of the story, he believes in his dream. That's why he tries to see in which form or in which personality, how does Jesus Christ is going to appear before him. In what forms did Papa Pano imagine Jesus to visit him? He imagines that Jesus may appear in the form of a baby, or as a grown-up man, or as a carpenter, or as a great king.